Family, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. All right, we're gonna get into it. The other side done lost control, collective. Okay. I feel like right now the energy is just breathe. Okay. That's gonna be very significant. Okay. Just breathe. Um, guys, I'm offering $20 mini reads. If you would like one, just let me know. Okay. Um. All right, y'all. Let's cleanse the energy and hop into this channel message I got here. How y'all feeling on this full moon lunar eclipse? Just drop it in the live chat there for me. Beloved ancestral spirit guys, to the Most High God, I call on Archangel Michael for protection. Anybody seeing anything physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually, please block and blind them. I call back our energy and send theirs back with full forgiveness in all forms to the universe at this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you, to the Most High God. Okay, you said it was heavy March 1st, but I think I was attacked. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, definitely spiritual hygiene right now is really, really important, y'all. Especially with what's going on. Praying, doing your protection, cleansing. Okay. Um, Observe, don't absorb the energy is gonna be like my best advice to you guys. Hey, hey. Because right now the spiritual community is not they're not able to manipulate. Okay. That's gonna be very significant. It's like, yeah, we see. we we already know. There's no manipulation that can happen over here. And that's the biggest thing. That's why we always say spiritual hygiene and cleansing and like keeping yourself cleansing and staying out of people, places, and things, staying out of their way. Okay. Y'all don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share, notifications. So whenever I do post messages, you guys will um, get the notifications. Okay. When I tell y'all the beloved ancestors is working right now, y'all seeing it live in action. Okay. And y'all know how I always say, like, we really don't understand like how much they protect us from, right? And it's like looking at what's happening, it's like, wow, okay. The amount of people that is being spiritually blocked from your past is a beautiful and amazing thing. All right, some cleansing. Let's get into it. Collective, as I step in this energy, the amount of things that you guys have released, I just want to say I'm proud of y'all. Thank you so much for the gifts. That is very, very important. Okay, these are not your burdens. You're not supposed to carry them. Okay, and I feel like with coming into this eclipse energy, it's really, really helping you see that. Yep, walking away. King of Cups. Yeah, water signs. Because I know right now y'all are being like heavy affected by this as well. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Y'all are emotions anyways, right? Water's emotions. So there could be an emotional release that you have done here and finally walked away and said, you know what? Clarify this King of Cups walking away. Yeah, because you figured out that something was being juggled here. You could have been juggled or you was juggling two things. And it's like, okay, this is a waste of time. Yeah, there's a Knight of Swords here that is rushing in. Why is this Knight of Swords rushing into this King of Cups? What's going on here with this energy? The devil. To create chaos. Because, see, somebody's rushing in like they want to celebrate with you, but they're just rushing in to get something from you and then leave again, okay? This could be a friend as well. Like, you're tired of this bogus-ass friend, like, always doing something. This could be a sibling as well. Family. Queen of Pentacles sideways. It's like somebody's trying to keep your money in balance. Or somebody's focused on your money because you're in this Queen of Pentacles energy, but they're trying to keep you sideways. Foundation. Yeah, leaving this out in the cold. You could be leaving two people out in the cold. Water signs could be an air sign and an earth sign here. Something is just telling you that you need to back off from something. I feel like using your discernment in this situation is very, very significant. Because it's like they only celebrate with you whenever they want to, okay? That's sideways. It's like, oh, today I want to be your friend. Oh, today I want to be your family. Oh, that type of energy. Okay. The World card. Yeah, something's ending here. Seeing the bigger picture of something here. And look, y'all, the Hercules had to be disciplined because his behind keeps on taking my rug in front of the door, y'all, and he keeps pulling it up, okay, and chewing on it. Something was being hidden. Y'all, he's done this the last 3 days, okay? The rug is being jerked out from somebody, okay, or something is being uncovered here, and it's like King of Cups, you know that there's something with this air sign and this earth sign here. Something's not right. Clarify these two people here for me, Spirit. Divine intervention. Justice. Spirit is calling you to get these two people out of your energy. These two people could have been juggling you because there's something else hidden back here. And I feel like since you've released this, justice is going to come in. You're going to find out some truth here. I heard once you speak to a third party of what they've been trying to blind you to. Because somebody's been doing some type of magic here. Confusion, blinding, or binding, trying to bind you to them. Queen of Wands could be the third party that you're going to talk to, or a Queen of Swords, or somebody here is going to be in this energy to tell you the truth, okay? Yeah, you got to have strength, because I feel like when you rush in to have this conversation with this Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords energy, yeah, you're going to have tough skin, because somebody going to give it to you raw and uncut. About the Emperor in reverse. Okay. That's going to be very significant. Y'all, sorry, my comment section stopped, okay? Tell me about this Emperor in reverse and this truth about to come out about this person. As to why somebody here wanted to reconcile with you anyways. You're going to find out the truth why somebody wanted to reconnect to you. Because they've been hiding something from you. They've been laying in fear because they didn't want you to know this secret, okay? All right, y'all, let's get to the meat and potatoes. What's the secret here, Spirit? What's going on here? Something about a love offer with this King of Swords. Okay. What's the love offer with the King of Swords? What's going on here? Because this King of Swords was rushing in toward you. Something about the courthouse is in reverse. Or did somebody want to offer somebody a love offer so they wouldn't go to the cops on somebody? Whoa, hold on. What's going on here? It's like somebody wanted to rush in and do something here and offer some kind of cup here of love, of peace or something, because they didn't want somebody to go to the authorities whenever they found this out, whatever they was doing to the Queen of Wands. Okay, y'all stay with me. We digging it, we getting it out, okay? Because there is a karmic female here. Somebody here, she's not a healer, but she proclaims to be something here, okay? And somebody's already got real love. Okay. Somebody's abundance is sideways. Y'all, somebody here, there was some legal issues tied to something. And it's like, when this King of Cups comes to talk to this Queen of Wands, gonna figure out what was going on here with this Emperor and this Queen of Pentacles and this legal issue, okay? Somebody's finna find out why somebody don't trust some people here, okay? Queen of Wands, clarify the Queen of Wands. What's she fixing to expose? She ain't got no emotions for the situation. So, okay, in the past, Queen of Wands, you could have cut people off, okay? And there, everybody's like, oh, you're heartless, you're this, you're that. We can't believe that you would just walk off and leave them. But somebody here don't have the whole story, okay? Somebody here don't have the whole story of why you cut people off here, okay? And you shouldn't have to explain yourself. Shit, listen now. If I don't want to deal with your ass, I don't got to deal with you. Because, see, somebody wanted to make sure that you could not be single. And somebody, and their voodoo is backfired here, okay? And see, somebody was doing work on the earth angel here. Somebody wanted to keep somebody trapped in a contract here. Queen of Wands, you could have been married. And you got away. And there was some sneaky stuff going on here, okay? Leo, Aries, Sag, you could have been married to somebody here. There was some kind of contract here. And they wanted to keep you stuck in something. And this King of Cups is starting to put the puzzle pieces together here, okay? Okay, tell me. Y'all know the veil is been ripped off, okay? Because if y'all notice lately, the readings has been going like deep into like, I mean, it's almost like a personal reading. I've been doing the past couple of days, and I'm like, and then it's like, what I was yesterday. It's like this King of Cups wants to come in and tell you what the hell is going on here and what they plugged in. And y'all know karmic cycles is ending and the twin flames are ready to come in and fight. Okay, this could be somebody's twin flame. Like, hey, listen, I done figured everything out. Somebody tried to keep you stuck in something. Yeah, okay. That's one story. North Node. I'm telling you, but you got to your North Node and you got the hell away from people. Awakening. And you could have had a very, very harsh awakening, okay? And now the other side is they've lost control and they don't know what to do because so much is being exposed, right? Y'all go down your timeline right now. Y'all, it's so crazy. Like, can I tell y'all something? The internet is winning right now, okay? I'm telling you, got some of the best detectives on the internet right now that's posting and they have receipts and facts, and it's like, okay, hold on. Let me go down this rabbit hole. Let me go down this rabbit hole. Do y'all see what I'm saying? It's like, and I feel like this King of Cups went down the rabbit hole, and he's like, whoa, hold, because they could have been saying that you was crazy as hell, Queen of Wands. Like, nah, we would never do that. Why would they even be talking about this? And why would they be saying this? And it's because like, and after a while, it's just kind of like whatever, like that everything's got to come full circle. If y'all notice what's going on right now, like the world is shocked at this happening, but you don't know how long this stuff's been happening behind the scenes. This is just you're watching the teapot, okay? Pew. Do y'all see what I'm saying? The lid done flew off the teapot and all of this stuff now is just bubbled over. But how long has something been going on back here that nobody could see? And it's like now the veil has been lifted and it's like, whoa. Right. Exactly. So it's like everybody is sitting and saying, how did why did this happen? Why did that happen? Well, okay. Let's go back to the drawing board. Let's go back to when things started popping off. What generation? Okay. Hey. So when we go back all the way to like what generation things started popping off, now here we are. We're about the 10th or 15th generation and saying, okay, the teapots, okay, age of Aquarius. This is communities of people coming together. Y'all, the last time the top popped off was 1944. It's 2026, the year of the fire horse. And it's the age of Aquarius. And then you got Neptune and Big Daddy Saturn meeting up in Aries, okay, and saying, okay, let's take action. Let's go, right? Boom, 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 boom. Everything is just action everywhere you go, right? And it's like, okay. So it's like somebody here is getting full of knowledge and they're saying, oh, so like, here goes. Plug it in, plug it in, plug it in, plug it in, boom, boom, boom. And it's like somebody now is trying to get to you. But this is my question I'm finna ask. why did this King of Swords, this Queen of Pentacles, and this Emperor here not want Queen of Wands to get to the King of Swords? I mean the King of Wands, there's a lot of people here, okay? Y'all stay with me. We need to figure out why they didn't want the Queen of Wands and the King of Cups to have a conversation. Clarify that for me, Spirit. Why are these people trying to keep everybody from... Because they knew they was going to be in prison. When this message was sent, they knew they was going to prison. That's why. Y'all know I've been picking up imprisonment energy for a minute now. And I'm like, who's watching? Yeah. Because listen, if it's chaos involved, I'm not finna go there. Because I done lived in chaos all my life. So I done found a sense of peace. I'm not finna go there. And somebody don't understand your train of thought right now. And it's like, listen, I don't care. I've already done spoke my truth. Yeah. All right. Clarify the imprisonment with this message. When this King of Wands comes in. Yeah, this nice guy gonna come in. Y'all, this King of Cups here could be a detective. Okay? This could be a detective. And they're like, whoa, hold on. we We didn't know that this and this and this and this was all connected to this over here. And you like, I've been trying to tell y'all, but you know, they told me that I was crazy and I didn't know what was going on and I didn't have this figured out, and you done plugged everything in for them. Y'all remember I was talking about there was 3 different detectives that plugged the Karmic family into 3 different situations. Okay. This could be this family. Because there was like 3 different detectives, 3 different situations. They had 3 different investigations going on. And it's like, hold on, wait a minute. Somebody's name come up here. This person's name come up here. This family name come up over here. All times, dates, all of this stuff started plugging in. Tell me about this nice guy getting this message here from a third party snitching. Y'all, I can't make it up. Yeah. Tell me about this third party. This third party's concerned. This third party also could be a woman. Okay, and she's very concerned. This could have been somebody's lover or sneaky link as well that was over here in the background. And yeah, somebody, it could be this Queen of Pentacles here. She knew what this Emperor was trying to plan, and now she done went and said something. And this King of Cups, something, tell me about this King of Cups. He's not expecting this. Is this King of Cups, is he law enforcement spirit? This man's in a committed relationship. This man is married. Okay, so this just took a plot twist. Wow, okay. So what does his commitment have to do with this Queen of Pentacles? Some money. So this King of Cups has been committed to this Queen of Pentacles here. She overheard this Emperor talking about something about some money. Somebody got paid to do something here. And now she done went and told the King of Cups and the Emperor about their occupation. What somebody was doing for money. Y'all know something else I'm picking up here too. This Queen of Pentacles could get a knock at the door from this detective, this King of Cups, letting her know what her person's been doing. This Emperor in reverse for money and occupation. Something is fixing to come out of nowhere for somebody. Queen of Pentacles. That's just a side note here. Okay. What's this Queen of Pentacles that can find out here? That this ain't their person. This ain't their twin flame. This ain't their love. Something about a false-ass relationship, commitment. Somebody ain't getting no unexpected money. Something about some type of abuse and somebody's being blocked here. Ooh, child. I feel like somebody gonna be blindsided by this too, because it's like maybe somebody's been covering up like their work and their occupation, what they've been doing. Okay, something about this. Okay, babies, I got you. Something about somebody passing away. Somebody transitioning. And this Emperor in reverse has something to do with something here. Traveling. I can't. Hey, babies. Moving on. It's like after somebody transitioned and whatever, this Emperor in reverse just like moved on, and maybe this Queen of Pentacles has no clue, and now this King of Cups is showing up because there's a third party. There's a woman that's telling about when somebody traveled. It's almost like this mature woman, y'all, is trying to protect herself from this Emperor in reverse. Is somebody not saying something here? Like, somebody could be in the house with somebody right now, okay? I don't know who I'm talking to. And they could be scared to death. Like, they don't know who to tell. They don't know what to say. That it's like somebody could, like, be trying to show their presence online consistently, okay? Because with this 333 portal, this Virgo full moon eclipse, somebody's slipped up and said something, and it's like, man, somebody's sitting and side-eyeing somebody and saying, hold up. Somebody's whereabouts is not adding up, okay? 1999 could be very significant. Why? 1999 could be significant. Somebody traveled 1999. Something happened. And something is coming out about this. And it's like there's somebody here that is like they're being abused, and they're very scared, and they don't know what to say. They don't know what to do. Listen, ma'am, whoever you are, all you got to do is just, while you're shopping, walk up to an old lady and just grab her by the arm and say, hey, Ma, I need your help. And she gonna walk you right up to that desk, and they gonna call somebody, okay? I don't know who I'm talking to right now, but I feel like this man don't want to let you out of his sight. This is like somebody that's got cameras in the house. They watching you. They got a tracker on your phone, a tracker on your car, type energy. I don't know. Like, something is really weird here. I mean, listen, if you got to go to the neighbor and write a note and put it in the cup, but like, hey, I'm gonna go get some sugar. You know what I'm saying? And tell the neighbor, listen, I need help. Call 911, okay? And yeah, and just give it to them and get your sugar, okay? Listen now, there's so many ways to get help here, and I don't know who I'm talking to right now, because somebody does not. What did I say the other day? You said thank you. You said I'm turning my phone off right now. Okay, if you need help, I'm telling you, just go to the neighbor, tell them you need some sugar, okay? That's gonna be very significant. Listen now, and tell them to call and get you some help. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I remember living in a situation like this where I constantly lived in fear in the house with my two children. Like, and that is the scariest thing, because that was my biggest thing. I was so afraid to call and get help, to say anything, to do anything, because I never knew what his next move was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Because he was unpredictable. So yeah. And please send me an email and let me know that you made it to the shelter. Yeah. I'm telling y'all, listen now. Be like, hey, I got to go to Walmart. I need to buy some deodorant. Okay? There is certain signs, like when you walk up on somebody, you grab them by their arm or their hand, and like you know them. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna know that you need help. Hopefully we can save a life or two tonight. Listen, that's what I do this for. I just got cold chills all the way down my legs. Cause y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. These people on this other side, they losing control of anybody sitting in an abusive situation right now. People are losing control because there's so many people that's like got push and record on their phone and just going live on their social media websites and letting the world hear what they're having to live in and you know what I'm saying? And like posting their addresses and things like this. And it's sad that it's got to this point, but it's also a blessing that you got that outlet to go to, especially whenever you can't call and like have somebody to show up, right? But shit, let me tell you something, because I already know if something was going on with VG and I come on live and I got my phone face down, y'all heard something in the background, all y'all finna be like, hey, listen, we need to get some help. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's why I said the other day, fear don't exist. Okay, listen now. Emperor in reverse. I'm telling you, whoever this person is, he feels like he's untouchable too. He feels like he's not gonna walk away from a situation, and this is the truth. This is somebody that's very arrogant and just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can do, and y'all, this person could even work for law enforcement. Okay, just FYI. Like somebody here could work with that, or they know people or something, like they have resources. So the first thing they're gonna do is drag your ass over here to the crazy house and everything else. But baby, listen, when they strip you down naked and they see all them bruises, then what they gonna do? Yeah, y'all gotta let these toxic cycles go. Yeah. Baby, you don't I don't care. Listen, love don't hit you, it don't hurt you physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. It does not abuse you like that. Him and his family, friends are everywhere and in all levels. Can't trust anyone. I'm dismissed because he isn't physical. It's hard mental abuse. Yeah, And see, that's awful. Hi, animal plant lover. Can I tell you something? You know how you defeat him? Get you some headphones and sit and make him sit in silence. Every time he starts running his mouth and starts doing stuff, sit in silence. Do you know that's how you defeat a narcissist? You don't feed that energy. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? You don't feed the energy. That's why them narcissists, that's why empath, that's their worst enemy. Yeah, you don't ever talk back. Don't nothing. Just let them, just look at them. You know what I'm saying? You don't ever feed that demon that they got attached to them. See, because somebody's full of corruption. Like, they got some shit going on here. Queen of Swords in reverse. Somebody here could be connected to a Queen of Swords. Emperor in reverse. Well, see, and two, also, y'all got to pay attention how they rope you in. Oh, I'm going to take care of you. First, they have you to quit your job and you're not focused on your career. You can't take care of yourself. That's the first thing that they do to you. You're welcome, babies. Thank you. That's the first thing that they'll do. Then they're going to ostracize you from your family and things like this. And it's like, so they can have full control over you. So before you know what, your ass done been sitting there 15 years under this person's thumb. You ain't done nothing for yourself. This person has control over everything. And it's like, who wants that much control over somebody? So listen, when you do try to escape, you ain't got no credit. You ain't got shit put in your name. They're over here. Now they done got all the kids wrapped up into this. 9 times out of 10, a narcissistic abuser already wraps the kids up into the shit. Yeah. So then it's like now they got you up under their thumb. Because if they don't pay the rent, where you going to live? Shit, in the shelter with the kids. And sometimes that you have to, man or woman, whoever I'm talking to here, sometimes you have to go to that shelter by yourself. Yeah. Sometimes you have to leave the kids behind and you literally have to go to that shelter by yourself. My family don't speak to me no more. Friends have finally gone last year. I think it's time. Rose colored glasses. Yeah. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Yep. That's what they think. You said I seen my daughter go through this. I warned her and she called me crazy. Now she's in jail. You see what I'm saying? Hey, listen, and that's where they put you. They literally put you in that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, you definitely wanna um take action. I mean, and y'all, it's a slow cycle because they always do the gaslighting and the love bombing and things like this. You know what I'm saying? And now they have control of the outside world too, because they done put you in this box, and it's like, no, I got to free myself. You said that was for you. Listen, I don't listen to these trolls. That's a hit dog hollering. Okay, that's what that is. That's a hit dog hollering. That's somebody. And look, I ain't even said a name. The fact that you even speak up, like I ain't even said nobody's name, and it's like, yeah, the hit dog always gonna holler. And y'all, it's so crazy. I was watching a video earlier, and this woman, um, she was talking about how some people use marriage as a way of controlling the feminine energy. Not all people, just she said in some people's mind that's what they use it for. Because if they have that contract with you, then they can control everything about you and what's going on with you. Does that make sense, y'all? And that does. And it's a scary thing because how was that person raised, and was that something in their family type energy? Do they not believe in separation, divorce, child custody? You know what I'm saying? Like things like that. Mm-hmm. So it's just like really using your discernment whenever you're signing these contracts and somebody comes in and says, oh, I love you, I want to marry you, I want to do this. So because that could be a controlling mechanism. They're over here, you're their property. What do they say? Dictator. Listen, they over here like you, but I own you type energy. It's like, hold on, wait a minute. I thought we were supposed to be in a loving dynamic here. Hold on, we you didn't go buy a puppy. What the fuck what's going on here? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's like motherfucker, you didn't go to the vet and buy no motherfucking puppy. Yeah, you got ownership papers on the puppy, not on me. What we doing here? Yeah, y'all listen now. Why y'all think so many people these days in the collective, everybody single? Don't nobody want to get in no damn relationship. They over here like, man, hold on. How am I doing just fine by my damn self? Listen, because of the dynamics and the narrative that's been pushed, and it's very very scary because whoever this emperor in reverse is like literally in energy of you can't do nothing to me. You can't do anything. Oh, okay. Can I tell y'all something too? I was told one point in time I was with this person. Thank you, babies. I was with this person, and there was a young lady that came to our apartment, and she was telling me how she was, being abused and things was going on and stuff. And I was like, "Well, sis," I said, "do you want me to take you to the shelter or whatever?" I was like, "You don't have to put up with that." Do y'all know this man come in there and told me, he said, "You don't need to be helping women. That's her problem." Okay, now y'all, at this time, this person was trying to put a ring on it. Okay. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. It was like a preview of literally what I would have went through if I would have married that person. Okay. I was looking and I said, who I looked around, I said, "Who are you talking to?" Within like 3 weeks, he was out of there. I was like, "Yeah, you got to get out." What do you mean don't help her? Yeah, type energy. I'm like, yeah. That is crazy. And for the good men out here, man, they just get drugged through the mud. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, for the good ones, they sitting here and they're like, "Damn, every time I meet a woman, she's so damn beat down, damaged, broken. She got so much damn trauma." And for the ones that like really try to work with you because of all the things that you've been through, I mean, I could just imagine how they feel. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, whoa, hold on. I love my mama. Ain't nobody finna do my mama like that. So like, I'm not gonna do you like that. Y'all see what I'm saying? The divine masculine's got it hard out here. And I have encountered men that was with very abusive women as well, right? Listen, you hear the horn blow out there? Yeah. Judgment. Collective, that's why I was saying. I'm really proud of y'all for releasing these things. You know what I'm saying? So the next person that comes into your life or that you meet up with, you can finally experience real love. And especially if you done been in like a dynamic like this for 15, 20, 30. A lot of y'all been in this shit for a very, very long time, and y'all just coming out of it and saying, "VG, listen, sis, I'm still going to therapy. Okay, listen, I'm dating my damn self." I get it, because you got to take some time to really love on yourself, because you didn't realize that you were stuck into a programming system here of just pure trauma and abuse, right? Yeah, your shadow showed up and said, "Hey, you know that he's getting pleasure or she's getting pleasure out of this." Yeah. And it's just crazy, man. Discipline. Staying disciplined. Look, 555 is across my board. Um, you said you just stopped doing therapy 2 months ago. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I was saying in that reading, though, the other day, y'all. It's like, I mean, earlier, that reading I didn't post, I was screaming at somebody, "Listen, go get therapy. Do not sit in this. Go get therapy. It's okay for you to go get help." And, really understanding where this stuff stems from. And shit, that's even, what's up, bro? That's even with the abusers. Like, listen, if this is something that you was raised up in and you're trying to like control your temper and controlling yourself and getting yourself in order, because this is a belief system or this is something that you was raised in, go seek therapy. If you got anger management and you feel like you can't keep your hands to yourself, maybe you need to stay out of a relationship too. I'm talking to both sides, right? It's like we ain't talking to just the person here. We're talking to both sides, because it's like, baby, you got to heal. Because it's so, y'all, some of these people feel like this is normal. Some of these people pick up one or two behaviors. They do the beating, or they protect the person that's being beaten. It just depends on what happened, right? I've encountered men, they watch their own mother be beat, so they protect women. So now they going after the abuser, right? And then there's been the other side of that where they seen it in the household and they done exactly what they seen what happened to their own mother, right? And it's like, y'all, it's just when you look at our world right now, it's full of trauma, hurt, pain, wicked ass people that don't have no compassion, no empathy. Um, yeah, look, exactly. And y'all know these therapists are really, really starting to dive deep into the levels of abuse that you have suffered. You know what I'm saying? Um, Cause sometimes y'all, I worked with a client one time, and God bless that woman soul. She was just a stay at home mom, but y'all, she was so damaged as to what was going on with her. She lived in this big old fine house, right, that they had built from the ground up. You know what she told me? She said, "Every day I pulled up here," she said, "that's my prison." She said, "I hate this place." Okay. Because of the abuse that she suffered. And I remember her moving out, and like y'all, she literally sold everything. She didn't want nothing from that place. She was so happy when that house sold and she finally got her divorce and got away. She didn't know what freedom was. She didn't have no clue. And mhm. Mm. But let me tell y'all how the situation backfired on the person she was leaving. He actually had her locked up because she had a nervous breakdown. And when she had the nervous breakdown, the therapist came back and was like, "You realize this is your fault. You done this." Hmm. And he's like, "What do you mean?" Because they sit there and they talk to her, and they even gave her, like, I think he was like a level 5 narcissistic person, and with the abuse and things like this, like they broke it all the way down to him. And y'all know him actually taking her there helped her win in the divorce because they wrote it out exactly what he was and what he done to her and all of these different things. So that's why I say a lot of times people don't understand what they put you through. What was meant to be bad actually turns out good, because whenever she finally got the courage to say, "Okay, I'm ending this, this is over," what he done to her actually turned out really good for her. Yeah. And guess what? She was like, "I don't want nothing." Mm-hmm. Y'all, this woman couldn't even go buy a bottle of shampoo without having a meltdown because she didn't know she had enough money. Because the financial abuse that was put, she was put up under that thumb. "Oh, don't you spend this money. Don't you do this. Don't you do," yeah. Mm-hmm. Because see, what he's doing is he's setting the stage. If he gets to go in there and talk to the therapist, then he can go on and get them on his side. You see what I'm saying? And a smart therapist is gonna figure that out whenever they get there, when they get you in there and they start talking to you. Shit, I remember back then, mine told me, he said, "Listen, you're beautiful, you're smart." He said, "You know what's going on." He was like, "You just need to leave." He was like, "He's an idiot. He thinks he controls the narrative," and pretty much, that's how he broke it down. I'll just say it in hood terms for you, right? But yeah, like in medical terms, he's like, "Listen now, you ain't no dummy. You know what's going on, okay?" He's gone, and pack up and leave, and you'll be just fine, okay? Yeah. Because, see, a real therapist is going to be like, "Hold on, wait a minute, listen now. Why you need to talk to me about her? She's the one that made the appointment. She need to talk to me. Well, you go out there and sit down and let me talk to her." Oh, no, Mm-mm. He's, that's the thing. He already, look, remember what I said, sis. Can't if they can't get up here in your head, they can't get nowhere. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's and I is scary. Whenever you've been through so many things like that, it's like a small red flag gonna set you off, and you're gonna ghost. You because you're triggered. You're like, okay, at this point, why can't I even just have somebody go and go to a movie with? Because this a trauma response or is this a red flag? I'm saying. So it's like, man, but collectively, you just have to use your discernment. You know, something about the way I always go off how my body makes me feel. If I get around somebody and like my body feels some type of way, I just I'll move back away from them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the poor divine masculine gets dragged into stuff, and it's like he's over here like, man, listen, I don't even know if I can go, and I don't know what to do. And I've noticed a lot of women who's been traumatized like since a child or been in abusive situations and things like that with DV. They always turn to spirituality because they have to learn to get that nervous system under control, ground their self, and learn how to trust their self again. That y'all, there is a video on my Facebook. I encourage my women, if y'all are on there, I want y'all to go watch it. There is a woman, y'all, she said it just how, man, she got out of a 15-year situation. She'd been with this person she was since she was real young. And y'all know how I always say stress. Stress can overtake you and things like that, right? And in this video she breaks it down. She said at the moment that I was getting ready to leave, she said after I ended it, she said at that moment I realized I had 4 kids. She said I was so programmed and I was so numb that I didn't even know my own kids because my nervous system, everything was shut down. She said I didn't even, she said I finally got to know my children after I left that relationship. Y'all, that shit hit home. I was like, the way that she broke it down and she said that, and y'all, she's only 40, right? I'm like, that is some real shit. Because you're in such survival mode and you're trying to keep the monster at bay here, that your body is just like numb and you're just going with the program, going with the program. You don't even, how do you build a relationship when your body is just, everything about you is so numb and you don't even know if you're going or coming or whatever. And she was like, I sit there and I'm just like, wow. And finally got to see her children and things like that. But yeah, your nervous system is very, very significant. Your health. Y'all remember how I told y'all when I started getting my health in order and started removing people, and all of a sudden I didn't need certain things and I didn't need this. And that's the most hurtful thing at that point, because it's like, okay, why do I feel better when you're not around me? Why? Do y'all see what I'm saying? And I feel like there's a lot of people having this awakening moment right now and saying, okay, I finally had the courage to say something. Now this person's removed themselves. Now I can relax. Now your nervous system can actually catch up. You see how many people's leaving? Because see, look, y'all, my abusers like watching. But see, whenever I start getting to the meat and the potatoes of a situation, they get offended and they gotta leave. Cause see, I done figured it out. I done cracked the code. If I don't have to have a anxiety medicine or something around you, or have a drink or something like a coping mechanism type thing, after you left, then you is the problem. People, places, and things. And y'all know Virgo rules the stomach. Something about your eating habits. Be careful what you're eating right now. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna tell you something about your kittens. They wear away negative spirits. So that's something else that I realized about my animals. When certain animals would come around me when I first got on my journey, they was my protectors, right? I don't know how long you've been here, but I was telling the story about my cat Jasper. Jasper come around and all of a sudden Jasper had all these other cats, all the neighborhood cats. So one day I walk out on the porch and I got like 15, 16 cats. Y'all, I'd never seen a bobcat a day in my life. Okay, maybe on the damn telephone, but not on like on my porch, right? In real life. So I'm over here and I'm watching this big ass bobcat just walk up, and that cat was so friendly, right? And I'm seeing here and I'm like, what? Why I got all these cats? Well, then I called my mentor. She said they're there for protection. Well, somebody pulled up, right? And I was like, this person just stood there and was like, what's all these cats doing here? And I was like, well, I don't know. I was like, but I'm gonna go back in the house. And that person, like all them cats started walking up on that person. That's how I knew. I was like, oh yeah, you got something attached to you. Cause them cats rolling up on you like that, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's like with your dog. Your dog starts barking aggressively and not like friend. Y'all know what I'm saying. You know your pets. I'm telling you, it's really strange. They know. They know good people. Mm-hmm. Mm. You said that you get physically attacked. What do you mean? By a person? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Yeah, collective. And I'm glad that these cycles is ending for people because you don't deserve to stay in no type of situation like that. Love is not supposed to hurt, man. It's not no kind of way. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. Yeah, cats scare away. They're there. They will keep that negative spirits or whatever being sent toward you. That'll keep them at bay. That's why I was when I first started this. I said something about spiritual hygiene, cleansing. Um, that's going to be very significant because y'all are watching some groups of people lose control over here. That's always had a certain type of control, and they don't know what to do. And really, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The spiritual community sitting here watching a situation that was spiritually going on, the attack spiritually going on, manifested in the physical. But yeah, like y'all see what I'm saying? We were seeing stuff spiritually being sent, but now it's done manifested on the physical, and now it's physically done happening. And it's not, it ain't no game. What's up, Quail? How you been? You want to do 2 questions for $10? My nose is itching. Yeah, you seen the spiritual warfare that manifested on the physical, and it's going down, and it's like, whoa, shit. Yeah, cause see, y'all, everything happens spiritually before it happens physically. Mm-hmm. Quail, hold on just 1 second, okay? I'm finna go smoke real quick. Y'all, I'll be right back, okay? All right, guys. Thank y'all. All right. Hey, hey. Yeah, you're welcome. I feel like you do, and somebody is like they're attacking your throat chakra, so you won't say nothing. Are you being bullied at work? Is that what's going on? Cause I've been picking up like some things going on in the workplace, like the bullies is something serious. Mm-hmm. Spiritual hygiene. It's good and bad and everything. Listen now. You said yeah, the guy sort of, but this person wants to know if she is a part of it. It's almost like she gasses it up. Like she antagonizes the situation. If you would like, we can do a reading on it. But yeah, spiritual hygiene. You wanna cleanse your house, and if you have an idea of who's throwing certain things at you, do some protection. You know what I'm saying? And keep your space cleansed. And then you also block people, you know what I'm saying? Physically. Block them out of your phone, block them from your social media. If you know that you have an inkling of them doing something to you, you want to block that energy completely and do a cleanse and do a spiritual bath, things like that. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know why I feel like I need to tell people this. Um, check your pipes. Is something backed up in your house? Cause that's a sign of somebody doing something. Like if you smell certain things in your house, that's a sign of something being done. But you also want to make sure like your plumbing is good. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times your plumbing will be messing up, and you think it's something else, but it's not. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. I would burn some rue and camphor in a burn bowl. Okay, with a little Florida water or some alcohol. Um, and open the doors and windows in my house. Okay, and then I take a spiritual bath with some Epsom salt and pray over myself. And you can light white candles for protection as well. Cause see, right now a lot of people's active doing rituals, anyways. You know what I'm saying? It's the full moon. So they get real active during this time. That's why I tell people don't wait until a full moon or a new moon and things like that. You need something probably stronger than sage. You need Palo Santo. Palo Santo is a stick here, but that herbs, you can burn them herbs and they're a lot stronger too. But Palo Santo removes like like entities that somebody's sending to you, or dark energies, right, from your space. And it also depends on what kind of sage you're burning. Because, like, if you're trying to manifest, you don't want to burn white sage because white sage clears out everything. See what I'm saying? So, you really got to study and look at what you need to be burning. What, Palo Santo? It's Pato. I know her. Pato. Lo. You could put it in Google. Yeah, Palo Santo. Starts with a P though. But yeah, you want to look at the different sages you're buying because all of them have a different meaning whenever you burn them. So, like if you're trying to manifest, which this is not a moon to manifest on, full moons is for you to release things. New moons is where you manifest, right? Um, so yeah, that's going to be very significant. You said that she feels like you said it's she her energy feels okay, but it comes off like that. Hmm. Yeah, there it is. Palo Santo. You can put it in Google. You can buy it from Amazon. You can buy it from the stores, metaphysical stores, things like that. You can even buy the herbs from Amazon or the metaphysical stores as well for good for cleansing. Okay. And you can also find herbs to take your baths with and cleansing baths. Like you can buy the spiritual bath. People make them all the time. But if you all you got access to is like some uh salt, okay, you could just throw that in there and pray over yourself and scrub yourself down, and there you go. Well, see, what you don't want to do is give it energy, because see that's yeah, you see what I'm saying. Yeah, you don't want to give it energy. I feel like I would just confront it, Quill, and just have the conversation. I'm gonna be honest. Don't hold back, I'd ask her. Yeah. Yeah, salt baths. If all you got access to is like Epsom salt, put it in the bath, okay, and pray over it and cleanse your mind, body, and soul, and lay in it for about 15-20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And get out, take your shower, and cleanse yourself. Make sure you're covering your head too when you're going certain places. You need to start paying attention to the signs and synchronicities around you, is what Spirit's saying. Because whoever's throwing that at you, they're close to you. What you gonna do is you gonna make you a bowl, okay? And you're gonna put you some salt in it and whatever herbs you're called to put in there. Um, you can put a little dash of Florida water in there, okay? And what you want to do is take and just dump it over your head while you praying, okay? And that's it. Then rinse yourself off. And then a lot of times, like I only had a shower, so I would just take the water up out of there and I just rub it on my skin, okay, and pray while I was doing it. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all a fast way to cleanse too: a singing bowl or a bell. But also take that salt shower, that salt bath. But if you feel something being thrown at you, walk around your house and pray. That's it. Open them doors and windows and tell whatever is in your house to leave. It's not welcome. Okay? Because you're going to be having a whole conversation with something that is being sent because it's energy, right? And once you denounce it and rebuke it to leave your house, it's got to get out. And then hit that bell. Y'all see, look, when I left to go outside, I wasn't gone but just a second, okay? Y'all see I had like 102 people in here. Soon as I flip that camera around, y'all see 60 people left. Uh, I just do it on lunch. I would just walk up and be like, hey, I want to talk to you because I'm having an issue with such and such over here. And I mean, do you know something about what's going on? Like, or go to the supervisor, you know what I'm saying? And do like a mediation meeting or whatever. But yeah, I'd definitely nip it in the bud and I'd say something. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Cause see, y'all, this is the thing. People are getting hip to. Listen, somebody don't gotta light a candle on you. They don't have to go to a practitioner, get no work done. They could literally just sit around and just talk about you to other people, right? Y'all, words are spells, and they don't have to go and pay nobody to do something to you. It's just constantly you could be the topic of the conversation all the time, right? And it's like, do you have something else to do? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like somebody could just be looking at your picture and thinking some real bad things. And it's like, okay, hold on. What was it? Y'all, people are weird out here. It's like, do you have something to do? Because, man, the way I be running through your mind, I done turned into a full time motherfucking job. Like, you know what I'm saying? Listen now, rent free living in somebody's head because now they done got trapped in their head and they done this and then just lying on you. Did, like I was telling y'all, them going to like places like the courts, calling people on you, signing your name, writing your name down, writing a statement on you. They're putting you in a binding contract. That is, you see what I'm saying? That is spell work. It's like, why are you putting me in this contract knowing that they lied? They wrote out the lie, okay? Then they put your name in the lie and then they signed it. You see what I'm saying? So it's like they signed the binding contract to put you in it and knowing the whole time. That's why nothing comes of the situation. Because if you wrote down a lie on a paper and put my name in it, then you signed it. Now you done tried to bind yourself to me in this contract. See what I'm saying? And it's like now they done got you binded up in this lie, and now they done binded up your energy too. So do you see how it trickles down? And then now they done binded your money up because now you got to pay to get out of this legal situation and do all of this stuff. And it's like, whoa, hold on. Yeah. So once you start learning these things, you start staying away from these type of people, even if it is family or friends or a spouse, or you know their cycles and their patterns and what they do. That's why I was saying the other day, somebody is so upset because they keep taking the L because every time they try to sign their name on a binding contract with you, they keep taking the L because they keep going up in line with the false reports, with this, with that, with the kids, with the some. You see what I'm saying? And now they got themselves all binded up into some shit, and it's like, okay, well, when are you gonna stop doing that? Because you did that to yourself. I didn't even do anything. But how long have they been using certain people, places, things, resources to do this, and that paperwork got pushed through, and now all of a sudden it's not working? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey y'all, and this is the craziest thing is pay attention to what they're saying about you. Because 9 times out of 10, it's a projection of what the hell they've been doing or telling on themselves, right? And you're like, what? Yeah. Same to you, Earth Angel. They call me VG, boo. They call me VG. But yeah, like y'all listen, I always tell y'all, man, it's pay attention to the small details. The small details matter at the end of the day because it's like, hmm. Well, I remember word on the street was that that's what was going on over here and happening over here. I didn't have no damn clue about this because I wasn't even in the city. And now they're saying that you was in the city and you doing A, B, C, or D, but actually, word on the street, it was them doing it, and you already done got word, but you just took it with a grain of salt. You don't listen to gossip and rumors. Y'all, that could be what's going on right now. There is something that's coming full circle. Somebody said that you was on this side of town, you done this, you done, and see, you already done got word or something. Hey, I'm trying. Listen, pay attention now, class. And say, but the other side of the city knows it ain't got shit to do with you. Somebody's shit is written all over something, and you sit here and you're like, I don't even go to that part of the city. What are you talking about? Everybody knows it ain't you. And that third party that knows them, they're gonna be like, no, you know that was you over there. You're the one that was doing A, B, C, or D. Pay attention. I'm gonna tell y'all something too. One of my astrologers today said, this is not a time to lie. If you're telling a lie, instantly the truth is gonna come out. There's gonna be some kind of receipts of somebody lying. So if you're going through a situation where somebody's being dishonest, pay attention, because it's going to be handed right to you somehow, through a dream, through a message, a email, damn a vision, through a song. Like, I'm telling you, you're gonna be sitting there and it might be on a damn sign. You might even see it on a damn, you might even see their name on a damn tag or something, and see a number, right? You see somebody's initials and it was like 555, and you're like, oh, thank you, Spirit. You see what I'm saying? Because 555 is change. 1010 is a completion of a cycle. And right now we're in this eclipse energy. That's why I said, y'all, there is people that's about to get a pink slip that don't even see that pink slip coming, because there's been eyes on them watching them the whole time, and they see that they've had bad intentions and what they was into, and they could have been swearing up and down, collective, you did this and it was you and blah blah blah. Whole time there's other eyes been watching, right? So it's like, what's going on? You said what now? Yeah. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. When a tower falls in your life, that rejection was for your protection. Okay? Because Spirit done showed you multiple times and you probably already knew it was about to come. No, it's all good. Um, but you see what I'm saying? It's like, when shit happens, shit happens. It's like that, but that was for that rejection was for your protection. I was telling a young lady that yesterday. I said, listen, God sits in certain rooms and your spirit team sits, and they're like a fly on the wall in certain rooms, and they hear certain things and see certain things, and immediately there'll be an ending, something don't work out. You can't go here, you can't do this, you're not signing this contract, you're not buying this car, you're not doing, you see what I'm saying? That interference was actually your protection. And a lot of people get upset with that, but it's like, I learned to take that with oh, okay, thank you, Spirit. That didn't work out. Thank you. Because that's what I was saying earlier. There is a lot of things that's happening we did not know and we was being protected from. And it's like sitting here and saying, man, whew, we dodged that, y'all. Hold on. I am so glad I didn't go there. I remember there was a time I was seeing a lot of people say, "Well, I'm moving away. I'm not going to be here too much longer, VG and blah." And I know there's probably some people right now saying, "Hey, man, I'm glad I didn't go, cuz man, this is not good over here. What's happening?" You see what I'm saying? There could have been some kind of distraction, something that stopped you. You couldn't get your passport, you couldn't do something. But that's what it was, right? It's like that was Spirit looking out for you and saying, hold on, that you don't want to go over there right now. Okay? Things is being cleaned up. Yeah. Truth unites. I can't make this shit up, y'all. Y'all, hold on 1 second. I got to go get my clothes out of the dryer. I'll be right back, okay? And then we'll hop into the $20 mini reads. If you guys would like to be put on a list, just let me know, okay? Let me go get my towels. Okay, guys. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get a conclusion of this, and we're gonna close this out and see what spirit need my collective to know about the other side losing control here. Y'all, we went deep there. It's dispatch safety. They call on the phone, but after the call, it's pretty strange. Okay, Quill. Is she the one that's being? Harassment? Because I want to be careful with what I'm saying here. And that's why now she's not your dispatcher. And they feel like you're protecting her because. And then you said something about your throat feels some type of way, and it's like somebody don't want you saying something about something here. Tell me about this energy here, Spirit. At Quill's job, what's going on? See, there's some illusions going on. And somebody feels tied up. Why do I feel like this woman, she might even quit? Like something is going on here. The boss, Emperor. Maybe she went to the boss and told him what's going on here. And they thought it was you, and now that's why they're acting funny toward you and like trying to bully you, okay? I don't know why I feel like they may even come and talk to you about this situation. Because, see, it's like somebody's competing for this Four of Pentacles to get an opportunity. And it's like, let me go on and knock you out the box so you can't get it. You see what I'm saying? But they're causing illusions and keeping somebody tied up with the boss here. I don't know. And maybe that's, you remember, okay, whenever you just asked me, I said something about her antagonizing the situation. That could be what they told the boss. Like, we ain't never do her like that. Like, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Is there a work relationship and now somebody's like trying to hide this? I don't know. Because I was picking up this energy earlier today. And it's like something is fixing to be exposed here and somebody don't want it to be exposed because there could have been a secret relationship and like something is going on. And like maybe she don't want to do it anymore. And somebody's like, no, you know, you're gonna stay in this relationship with me. And maybe she don't want to. Like, tell me about this Emperor here. He's carrying burdens, okay? I don't know what's going on, what was told to him, but he's carrying burdens, whatever's keeping this woman tied up into something. Because he got a message about something. Gotcha. Okay. Because it's like there's something that's going on here and everybody was celebrating. He got a message, everybody was celebrating. Now ain't nobody getting no new beginning here. And it's like whatever information he got, he's sitting here like, hold up, what? Like, no. Because I feel like he's got to take action with something. Hey, hey. Hmm. Tell me. So you said the dispatcher before hers attached to his energy too. Is he just sleeping with the women and then he fires them and he's just an opportunist? Is this emperor that I was picking up on that like feels arrogant, like he's not gonna get caught, but like he carries on with these women and something happens and now something has happened here and it's about to backfire. Do you work for like a huge company or is this like a small run company to where like he's just the manager, he's not the CEO? Because there's something here. He's gonna have to face the music with something. That's why I was asking, like, is this a big company? Is this somebody like that's under, like, is he up under the boss or something? And like the big boss is done found out about these illusions and like somebody can, because you know it's called fraternizing, right? In a company. And that's what I'm picking up on. Like somebody's fraternizing in a company and abusing their authority here and things like this. Okay, okay, that makes sense. He's possibly going to get ready to be. Remember how I said pink slip? Yeah, yeah. So that's going to be very significant. I was saying, like, so he's not expecting this though, because I feel like there could be somebody could have went to the higher ups over him and said something, and it's like, okay, what's been going on here? And he been causing all these illusions, and now he's carrying burdens. Definitely not getting a new beginning here. And see, what you pick up on energy, you could have picked up on like, hold on, like, do you need help or what's going on here? Because somebody, there's the bullies in the company already. And yeah, I feel like whoever this woman is, she got the courage to step in and do what she need to do. Yeah. Because see, she been juggling this and trying to figure out how she need to handle this. And then she said, you know what? I'm going to go on and handle my business and I'm going to take the cup from the divine and just trust that something's going to be done here. Lovers in reverse. I can't make this up. There was some kind of relationship going on here. And somebody ain't getting no victory. Mm-hmm. Y'all be some weird people on the internet. I'm just saying, it just be some weird things. Quill, we gonna have to do a personal, okay? Because it's a lot of moving parts here. We gonna have to do a personal if you want to, because yeah, this mini read ain't working out. Cause see that makes my face itch. That makes me feel like there's something else being orchestrated here. Especially why is your dad calling the job and him and this guy talking when this is your business? You see what I'm saying? Like that's given there needs to be some kind of boundaries here. Does that make sense? Cause I'm not gonna have my daddy call my job and talk to them and everything. You see what's going on here? You grown. You should be able to handle your own business. And now all this weird stuff is happening. It's almost like, okay, what was something said about you in that conversation? Like you have done something. You've done like a company policy or something, but this is actually somebody else. Because why would we get the seven illusions? See what I'm saying? Like that don't make no sense to me. So your dad contacted your job after you stopped speaking to him. So this is his retaliation. I got you. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. And what he did is he told a lie. And what I just said, anybody contacting anybody doing anything with lies is going to be exposed. Because whatever took place, I just heard that you was off that day. You wasn't even there. Whatever took place, and yeah, something is gonna transpire here. I'm saying somebody finna get left out in the cold. Mm-hmm. And there's the sirens. It's like you're trying to get away from this toxicity, and then you call my job. I've had people do that before in my past, and I'm like, what? Mm-hmm. It's like revenge. Oh, well, you want to stop talking to me? Well, then I'll just create all these problems over here. This, and this. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what? Like, I just don't want to be a part of the BS that y'all have going on. Like, I'm busy. I got to go to work. You know what I'm saying? And it sounds like you have a very important position and job that you do. And it's like, they want to ruin that because they're mad. My nose is itching. That's confirmation. Y'all, people be on some weird type of time like that. It's like, what? Yeah, because it's like he's trying to sabotage you. You know, it's I don't know what it is about these fathers and divine masculines at this moment. Y'all are all finding out like they're upset because they did not get to some about their childhood and they didn't get to live out their dreams and stuff. It's like y'all are finding out some of y'all got karmic fathers who and divine feminine too, okay? Could be mothers. But y'all are finding out your fathers are jealous. They're mad because you're out here like living your life and you know what I'm saying? Like in this important position you have, it's like, well, let me come in and let me ruin it for you. Like when you're busy and you got bills to pay and like you're trying to do what you need to do, does that make sense? And it's like, what's up with you? Like who does that? But it has something to do with their self-esteem and with them. And that's very concerning because it's like, okay, I know that you had a bad childhood, but like I don't want to relive your childhood with you. And it's like some of these fathers unintentionally don't realize that they're like really trying to sabotage your whole life because of a belief system that was pushed on them and what happened to them. And it's like, okay, it's time to go and get some therapy and do some healing, okay? Because like this is way too much. Like, listen now. And like you said, it was strange and like you felt like you needed to pull back and not and just like, okay, I can't even conversate with you. You know, and in the beginning, I said it was time for you to have a sit down conversation. I think I was talking about your father who's trying to be the authority over your life. And look, you hear the ambulances and stuff. I think there's a sit down conversation that needs to be had here and be like, hey, listen, you're overstepping your boundaries calling my job like that. Like, I don't know. If you have a problem with me, we need to squash that. But, like, you don't need to be calling my job and interfering with what I have going on over here because you're causing me problems. You see what I'm saying? And y'all, these are the kind of conversations that are going to start being had with people. And that's why I said, like, there's going to be some people get their feelings hurt because you're just going to set it right out on the table and be like, hey, listen, I've noticed this pattern with you or this cycle with you. And like, this is what you've been doing. And like, you need to address this. Like, you don't need to be doing certain things over here because that is my livelihood. Why are you calling my people over here and doing certain things? Like, what's going on here? What's the problem? If you got a problem with me, you need to come take it up with me. But you don't need to be calling my landlord or calling, my job and talking to my supervisor. And you don't need to be doing certain things like this or pulling up to my job. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing here? Y'all folks don't have boundaries these days, and they're so revengeful and hateful. And it's like, what? And then they want to take it personal whenever you don't want to talk to them. Okay, well, listen, if I know that you're capable of doing something like that, hell yeah, I'm gonna put distance between us. Shit, listen now, you toxic like that. What's going on here? And then it's so crazy because they'll take it personal. And they're like, well, I just done it because I cared about you. You called my job and tried to get me fired because you cared about me? Well, listen, I don't need you to come over here trying to love on me because that ain't love. Hold on. What? Can you make this make sense? Because that ain't love. I'm confused. That's why I don't know what love is. If we call that love, I gotta go back and re-examine some shit here, cause bitch, where? Who? That's like them telling you, oh well, I didn't tell you because I didn't want to hurt you. No, your ass didn't tell me because you didn't want me to know that you was a part of the orchestration of what the fuck happened over here. Let's just keep it a buck right now. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever been told that you can't come to the family cookout or anything else because you are the one that'll start the conversation? It's like, yeah, the last time that we heard about you, listen, they told me that you was out there on Hollywood Boulevard, sis. What's going on? And look, your nosy aunt, she's sitting over here saying, why are you saying something? Cause I'm trying to make sure sis ain't out there on Hollywood Boulevard. Shit, y'all was over here on the group chat talking about it. You see what I'm saying, collective? And you like, and then your sister sitting here saying, no, I was actually in California going to law school, sis. Oh, okay, shit. They said that you was out there. And then now they over there, they're like, see, that's why you can't talk in front of her because no, do you hear what you just said about her? She over here in law school. Okay, you see what I'm talking? Y'all be over here really making up shit on somebody's name, and that ain't even what they're doing. And the whole time you got people looking at them all funny and shit, and it's like, cause you don't even know what's going on. Not meddling, minding somebody else's business is the worst, right? Meddling worse than stealing, like my grandmama used to say. She'd be like, they always meddling, Sherry. I'm like, they sure are. Cause see, my granny, she would always come to me and she'd tell me what was being said, right? And I'd be like, cause my granny, she was a little messy, you know what I'm saying? She'd be like, Sherry, they up there at that store and they talking about you. I said, Granny, I know. She's like, that's all they do. Every time I go up in that store, she's like, that's all they do is talk about you. I said, Granny, listen, they giving somebody else time to rest, okay? It's all right. But it used to get under her skin. But she would make sure she'd tell me, though. You know what I'm saying? And then whenever I walk in, everybody's looking and their eyes get all big and they're like, you know what I'm saying? Listen, Granny done told me what you got to say. She is. But apparently you gonna nut up when I walk in here and I say anything. So apparently you ain't got much to say, right? So y'all, I'm just saying. I think I get some of who I am from my grandmother because she never held anything back, and she'd be the one to always start the fight, right? She'd be like, "Yeah, won't you go on and just tell her what's going on?" And I'm like, "What's going?" Yeah, well, they done this and they done that, and that's what happened the other day. And I'm like, "Oh, really?" We can do it tomorrow if you want to. Yeah. Just hit me up in the email. I got you. That's why I say, like, right now, the beloved ancestors are in that energy. They sitting at the table, and some of y'all's grandmothers could have been like mine. You know what I'm saying? She didn't play that. And she letting you know who said what, when they said it, and who all was sitting at that table whenever they were saying something. That's why the other day I kept hearing, tell the facts. The facts, the facts, the facts. Stop dancing around it. You need to tell the truth about what happened, and a lot of this has to do with a will, a property, an inheritance, a home, and all kind of stuff, and what they done to that grandmother. You see what I'm saying? Because she tired of them dancing around things. Now, tell the truth. Tell them what you really doing. Mm-hmm. I heard you was a chatty Cathy back then. Why ain't you a chatty Cathy now? Why ain't you saying something? Yeah. I said 2026 wasn't going to be these people's friends. There are some people right now that's hating life because they have lost complete control over a huge illusion, a huge lie. Um, situation, ship, relationship they thought they was controlling, family dynamic they was controlling, a work situation they was controlling. Y'all see what I'm saying? It's like everything being put out on the table. Y'all finna start seeing some people be walked out of jobs and you're gonna be like, why'd they fire them? Yeah. Y'all gonna see some families that are being exposed, and you're gonna be like, "What? Not them." VG, what you mean? This cannot be. Yeah, it is. Listen now. Everybody's looking around like, "Who's next? What's about to be going on here?" Yeah. Y'all remember what I said? Wait until we hit October. When I tell y'all astrology and numerology is pulling up with the boom and saying, "Oh, here it is, here it is, here it is." Hold on, and then you got Big Daddy Saturn that is active. And this transit that we're in right now is going to be very significant for, like, I think the next 9 years. Whatever you're cleansing out and opening up, it's going to help you get through a lot of things, a lot of obstacles and delays that you've been fighting. Like you got some kind of clearing here for like the next 9, maybe 14 years could be very significant. Okay. Earth Angel. Somebody could be 49 years old and you're finally closing out a cycle here. That's going to be very significant with your spirit team. Yeah, you got 3 spirit guides dragging your ass and saying, listen, it's over with. 12 years. You've been dealing with this. This is over. We are unpacking this today, and you got to reconnecting back to yourself is going to be very significant. Now it's time for your ass to sit down and rest, okay? You've done everything you possibly could. You're not going to go in and save them. We're not going to focus on their codependency. We're not going to focus on the people pleasing. You need to be focused on you, okay? Focus on you. Yeah, and this energy is hostile because collective, y'all choosing your journey. Listen, now I don't blame y'all. Shit, I ain't got time. I'm choosing my journey, choosing myself, loving on myself, okay? Somebody could be an Aquarius here. You was born 219, 212, 226, and somebody could be 49 years old. And like literally Aquarius, you're being called to go look your ass in the mirror and say, okay, there is some cycle that has been open probably 12 years, 19 years, 26 years, okay? And your ass could be pushing 50 and you're like, okay, I can't do this no more, okay? Yep, I'm getting on your ass right now. Somebody could be a Capricorn. December the 19th, December 2nd, December 26th, okay? Capricorn, same thing. Listen, you can't keep on going out here and carrying everybody's burdens. Yeah, you could be dealing with a heartless ass man over here. Okay. Somebody could be 45 or 49. They still don't know how to love themselves. Okay, listen, it's time to let go, Capricorn. Okay, you can't make somebody love you. Tell me about this heartless man. What's going on here? Somebody ain't got no strength because you done picked up on somebody's cycles or patterns here. Also, this man is trying to provoke somebody. He wants you to argue with him. He keeps doing things and trying to make you argue with him. And Capricorn, you keep going back to work. You're like, whatever. I'm not finna argue with you. Walking away. Okay. My life keeps reconnecting. Yeah. You keep connecting the dots to something, and somebody keeps on trying to come in, maybe gaslighting you or love bombing you or something here. And it's like, no, I don't want this. I want you to get out of my face. Happy family in reverse. Like, no. You ain't got no patience for this. You don't want to be attached to this. You've released the anxiety of this situation. Yeah, of this deceitful ass person. Y'all, what is wrong with these gnat ass energies that always want to come in and just keep doing things? Okay, y'all, my chat stopped again. Sorry. But it's like these gnat ass energies, like they want to keep bugaboos. Like they just want to keep coming in and trying to do the same cycle. And it's like, okay, if we had already been doing this ring around the rosies for 12 years, 19 years, 26 years, all this stuff, we still ain't got nowhere. What I say, some of this shit is like eating a peanut butter sandwich without no milk. Okay, this you over here choking to death. Like you can't come up for air. There's something about this energy. Like somebody's just so lame. You're not into them. They're not. They don't. There's no excitement. There's no happiness. There's no nothing. There's no passion. Cause somebody too busy trying to control everything. Y'all hear the car out there? Some of y'all might hop in the car and just never return again type issue here, okay? Because somebody's always trying to control something. Somebody's weird, man. This is like a motherfucker locking you in the house and not letting you out, okay? I don't know. Look, and you're a sweetheart. You probably got some health concerns over here because this motherfucker don't even want you to go to the doctor. They're like, oh no, you'll be fine. This is now. Listen now. Somebody could have somebody so stressed out where they gonna have to go. They possibly done messed around and had a damn nervous breakdown because how controlling and crazy somebody is. High priestess. I'm going outside. What are you talking about? This is like somebody don't want somebody outside or something. Yeah, they don't want you to ascend, and you like, man, listen. This could be somebody's mad because you watch tarot, okay? They're like, why do you watch that for? I heard somebody say, shit, trying to figure out when you gonna snap, okay? Like, I'm trying to figure out when's the day they're gonna come and get you, okay? Something about this. Somebody could live in somebody's house here and they want them out. So let me get this straight. Somebody wanted somebody in the beginning, but somebody done moved somebody in, and now somebody's like, okay, I don't want you here. Because now somebody's like, the layers of the onion is coming unraveled here, and they're like, you're a nut. And like somebody is like, don't want them outside. They don't want them to be in their house, and it's weird. I know one of y'all ain't faking a health issue to go to the doctor to get somebody out of your house. What are we doing here? Okay. I'll be so exhausted sometimes, y'all, with this energy. Somebody literally, or somebody here, this is what they're doing. This somebody could be like, I'm sick, I need to go to the hospital, and you feel sorry for them, so you take them over here, right? And then they come back to the house, and then they start acting crazy again. Is somebody using their health? Is that what's going on? Oh, look, this is Ricky Retardo. What's going on here? They done went to the damn hospital and got hooked up with machines and everything. The whole time they over here ain't a damn thing wrong with them, okay? Because you done told him, listen, I'm done. I'm done with your shit. You got to go. You got to get out. And he's like, oh, I'm not leaving. This is a hobo relationship. This is somebody ain't got nowhere to go. If somebody puts somebody out, somebody ain't got nowhere to go. Because they done burned so many bridges. That's what's happened here. What did I say about that leeching ass energy? Somebody wants to lay all up in your shit and don't want to pay no bills and be in this hostile energy, to having the audacity to talk to you some kind of way and treat you what did I say, man? Occupation in reverse. Somebody may not have no job. And it's like, what's going on here? You don't even pay no bills in this house. You ain't even got no money coming in, okay? This could be somebody's lazy ass twin flame too. Why is this lazy energy be coming up? Like, who in the background is not doing anything with their life? Listen, a job is a job, okay? Just go get you a check. Go help somebody. Something about this? Like, what's happening, collective? All right, because somebody's expecting something, and you sitting over here, you're staying balanced and you're unbothered. Okay, and this is like somebody getting their taxes, and like this man sitting here like, so you're not gonna let me flip your taxes? You don't got no money for me? And you're sitting over here, you're like, no, I had to pay all the bills. Because remember, you ain't got no job. Type stuff, right? Something about this. It's like, what is going on here? And see, you're not letting somebody abuse you, and somebody's mad because you done picked up on the tactics, okay? And you got some unexpected money coming in. Okay. Somebody's not a mature man. Or this is somebody from somebody's past here, and somebody's blocked, and they can't come in and say hello. Yeah, somebody somebody got away from somebody like this, and they're like, no, I'm not going back. Like, VG, I learned my lesson. Okay, I got this person in my house. I couldn't get them out of my house. Like something, their mind ain't right. Like, what's going on here? No, I don't. Yeah, you can send it over to my Cash App or my PayPal. It's down in the description box. Yeah, I'm doing two questions for $10 or $20 mini reads. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. Cause see, y'all, this is the problem with folks. Like, folks don't tell you their situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? This could be somebody that's like literally from a whole nother state, and they ain't telling you that like they don't have no family here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta at least you gotta be careful dealing with people because they don't tell you the whole story. They might not even be giving you their damn real name, okay? Type shit here. Y'all gotta stay safe out here because this could even be somebody from your past trying to come check your temperature. And this could be their circumstances. Like, they ain't got nowhere to go. And somebody watching you in secret, and they're like, man, I bet you I can go over there and talk to them, man. Because, they always been cool, man. You know what I'm saying? I can get over there and I'll be cool. No, yeah, you can send this through Super Chat. You don't got Cash App or PayPal? By any chance? My PayPal is money sign Vision Goddess. And my PayPal is at Vision Goddess 1983. I gotta check that and make sure that it's accurate in my description box. You good, sis? I'm not I ain't in no rush. No, I don't. I don't have crypto or Bitcoin. You said another way for me to scam. Why you come here trying to roll up on me like that? Hmm. Do you not have something else to do? Maybe go clean your house, cook for your kids, or go pick your mama up, go to a sewing class. Talking about another way to scam somebody. Shut your ass up. You couldn't do what I do on your best day. I promise you. Yeah, you're welcome. This motherfucker, talking about big. I bet you got Bitcoin too. I bet you got crypto. Shut the fuck up. I bet you're upset because it's all bottoming out right now and your ass is broke and busting and disgusted. Because you went and put your trust in all of that. Oh, okay. Yeah. Man, listen now. Yep, I got you, dog. I got you. Angel, why I feel like you got somebody bullying you, okay? And you need to roll up on them how I just rolled up on whoever that was behind that fake ass page, okay? You need to stop letting people just talk to you and do you in kind of way, okay? You need to get you know what I'm talking about? Listen now. Cause I feel like, folks be trying to like really, really slide in and be thinking, with that slick shot. And I feel like it's time for you to stick up for yourself, okay? That's gonna be very significant. Let's talk about it. Let's see what spirit got for you, dog. Cause I don't, man. Listen, I don't like bullies. That's something I don't like, and that's something that you could be dealing with, okay? And you're all kind and soft and no. Listen now, you gotta raise up. Yeah, spirit, give me some messages here, Angel. What's going on here? Look at it's a mess. Cause the Emperor, Ten of Cups in reverse. Is this a masculine or feminine energy that's trying to come in and fight you? I can't make this shit up even if I try. Listen now. It's like somebody always wants to come in and I always want to fight with you. Why don't he go over there and fight with your brother or your uncle or your daddy or somebody? Like, why he always want to try to push up on you? Tell him to go fight a real man. Why he always trying to fight with you? Because I feel like he's some kind of punk. Yeah, he's a pussy. That's what he is. He always trying to roll up on you and do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hey, babies. How you been, Bobby Dale? Where you been at? Yeah, because see, look, you won't communicate with him and he's mad because you're over here and you're celebrating yourself. And it's like, how dare you, Angel, go over there and be happy? What do you mean? What do you mean you're going to go over there and be happy? And you like, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And it's like, you needed this person's permission to do this. And no. When you raise up and put them charges on his ass, he going to find out. Yeah, with his corrupt ass. Look, and the Karmic family. He probably got his family members and everybody. He probably always threatens you with his sister or his cousin or his niece, and somebody gonna come over there and do something to you and do this and do that. Man, listen, you know better though. Cause see, he's stagnant about the past. He's stagnant about the past, and he's under judgment. Have you already put charges on him before? Oh, wow. You said, and you got your name as Angels with Baseball Bats. Listen now, I can't. I just caught that. The back end of your name. Sorry, y'all. My chat is rolling real slow. It's weird. Somebody keeps on pushing that button on the other side, doing something, I guess. Oh no, I'm on live. Oh, so y'all live in the same house. Oh yeah, you got to get you an escape plan. You got to get out of there. Cause he's taking full advantage of this situation. And he using his karmic family and all kind of stuff. Oh yeah. You ain't got somewhere where you and the kids can go? Cause I know y'all can go to a shelter. Um, yeah, I would definitely be trying to make my way out of there though. That's not a safe environment. Cause I feel like his abuse is getting way more violent. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So what did they steal and what did they promise him for them to all come up against you is the next question. Because that's the only reason that these karmic ass families go work with somebody. Mm-hmm. That's the only reason because he was promised something. What'd they steal? Confirmation. My husband just yeah, he's in there just sneezing. Cause they trying to steal a blessing from you and they ain't gonna be able to do that. What happened to your father? Hmm. I know this is gonna sound real strange, but is your baby's father sleeping with your mother? Okay. I feel like you had an inheritance too. And your mama, and how long you been with this baby's father? Don't tell me since 2000, early 2000s. Why I feel like them two is they've been having some kind of relation. Something's going on with them. And your intuition been trying to tell you, and it's like something is just like, okay. Like when they get around each other, you can feel that sexual energy between both of them. And she always got his back, and you're always wrong. Oh yeah, you've been there for a long time. He knows everything. You've been with him since you was 18, and now you 42. Oh yeah, baby. Listen. Yeah. Uh huh. So he feels like he got full control over everything. He's had you trapped in this cycle since you was a young woman, and now here you are 42, and he's looking like, where do you think you finna go? And him and your mama been in cahoots over here, and then your father passed away in 2010, and shit's been weird ever since your daddy passed away too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, it's time to walk off from these two people here. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Everything they do to you is spell work. Mm-hmm. And you keep avoiding the tower because you know how to spiritually protect yourself. Can I tell you something? You were supposed to have been unalived probably like 10 years ago, 5 years ago, and he's not succeeded. And neither is she. And I feel like your dad's come through and gave you this message. And they're carrying burdens. Something is coming to light, and I'm gonna tell you the officials is gonna get involved here. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, because they've had you under spell work the whole time. It was a whole illusion they had you under. They had you feeling like you couldn't move and you had to stay there, and he was the breadwinner and he was taking care of you and the kids and everything else. This is a good time to release his ass up under this Virgo full moon, Lisa, now. This eclipse. And y'all, this is a sad thing. I feel like he can help you. Mm-hmm. I'd be trying to find me an escape plan. I'd be getting up out of there. Mm-mm. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care what kind of fancy car you drive on. I don't care what kind of job you got. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about my mama, my daddy, my sister, my aunt. I'm finna get up out of here because you're not finna trap me no more. And since these are things you need to tell yourself, I'm not finna be trapped no more. I'm finna go. And see, that's where, with you being so young and you being trapped in this box is, I'm telling you something, you got to speak life into yourself because all he's done is poured fear into you. And then he got your mammy helping him over here pour fear into you. You see what I'm saying? Now, I feel like he's really gonna be able to help you. I feel like, you just tell him, like, hey, listen, I'm leaving. I'm out of here. And you may have to get the authorities involved or whatever the case may be, but I feel like you need to do something here, because he can't make you stay there. And it's like the way that he's controlled the narrative so much here is like, oh no, you got to stay here, and then you got your mom over here. Oh yeah, that's your baby's father. Blah blah. Shut your ass up. You need to be worried about your damn self over there. Why are you trying to worry about my damn business? Because can I tell you something? What you're doing with your kids right now? You're teaching your kids that it's okay to be abused, even if it's mental abuse. That's still teaching them that it's okay, and you're harming them kids more than you're helping them, sis. Cause see, I wish I would have left sooner. Okay, when my kids was, when my oldest son and my daughter was young, I wish I would have left sooner, right? Because that was trauma that I literally said and I made them endure by dealing with this situation, and I was scared. Like, y'all, I was young. I had my first son at 17, right? I was a young mama. So I was scared. I didn't know what I was doing. And because I had been raised up around watching my aunt get the shit whooped out of her. You know what I'm saying? And she got ran over by a car and got dragged through the house and hit with pots and pans and fists and everything. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I had to come up out of that cycle. So we have to remember what we're teaching our children. And we don't want them to go through that. How old is your kids? Because something else too, you got to be careful if your kids are teenagers. What you gonna do whenever your son or your daughter starts smacking the shit out of their daddy? Whenever he comes rolling up on you, talking to you like that, because you got these kids nowadays. They gonna roll up and they gonna try to defend mama, even if this person is not physically doing something. But he rolling up, he gonna be like, "Oh, the poop. Why are you talking to my mama like that?" You know what I'm saying? Who are you talking to like that? Then you gonna have to go bail your son or your daughter out of jail because they done come over here and done whooped up on him because he don't know how to control his mouth and he's disrespectful to you, right? And that could be something in the near future. And then he gonna call the cops and be like, "Oh my, I want my son locked up." All this other stuff, right? Have his own son locked up because he don't want to take accountability for his own actions for what he's been doing to you all these years. Mm-mm. That's what I told you. I said you could trust him. My live must be skipping, sis. But yes, you can trust your friend Sean. I feel like if you let him know you're trying to get an escape plan and leave, I feel like that's going to help you. Hey, what's going on? I feel like he's going to be able to help you, but I feel like you got to be serious about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And yeah. Yeah, you already know. You said, but it's hard for me to trust anyone. I feel you, sis. I feel you. I know. Because whenever you've been stuck in a situation like that so long, you don't know who he's gotten to and who he's talked to and who he's told this to. So it's like whenever you do feel like you got an ally or what's going on, now he done laid in the bed with him. He done slept with him. He done caused a fight. He done told him you was over here doing this or saying this. It's been an ongoing cycle. And you know it doesn't help whenever your mom and your own brother is involved into the mess, because it's like, how are y'all over here taking this person's side? You know, that's why I was asking you how old your kids are. Nine. Okay. Now see, now I want you to pay attention. You got a 9-year-old and a 12-year-old boy. Now, say 5 years down the road, he rolls in the house and he starts with this. Okay, and both of them boys jump on him. Because kids turn two ways. Either they protect the mama or they turn against her and they pick up the same behavior that they seen from the father. You see what I'm saying? They're going to go either way. So it's like, man, get them kids up out of there. And I just feel like you need to take this leap of faith and go. Okay? Mm-hmm. Because he don't want them kids telling on him. Because he knows once them kids get out of his sight and them kids get in a safe space, them kids are going to tell what he's been doing. And let me tell you something about these cell phones these days. He better hope them kids ain't been recording his ass and how he been talking to you and treating you. Sometimes the kids be behind the scenes working the case and you don't even know, sis, that them kids is fed up with what you're having to go through, right? Because they don't want to hear all that arguing and fighting. And then you're saying that it's like mental and emotional abuse or like verbal abuse. Like, you see what I'm saying? They don't want to sit there and hear that their mama's being called every name except a mother. Like, that's not, yeah. Have you and this best friend had a conversation about you leaving? Oh, okay. So he's already aware. He's just waiting on you to be serious about actually walking out. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, listen, it's up to you, sis. You the one got to be the one to finally just say, you know what, enough is enough. I'm gonna tell you something. Fear don't exist. Mm-hmm. It's because he sees what you're been going through, and he literally through this process he has fell in love with you, and I feel like he's like almost like your safe haven. Mm-hmm. That's what's gonna happen. Don't bring none of that in. That's what I'm telling you. How fed up and tired are you? These are the questions you need to ask yourself. And how long are you've already been for 9 years of one son's life and 12 years of another son's life. You've voluntarily let these children sit and watch this. How much more trauma are you gonna put them kids through? Because see, right now, baby, you're thinking not only for you, but you're thinking for them other two children. So there's three people that you thinking for right now, and we need to get down to it. Like, look at the trauma that's happened to them kids and the things like that. And like I said, look 5 years from now. What if that 12-year-old goes and jumps on his head? And then you over here bonding your son out of jail because he done, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because there's been cases like this that where this has happened where the child has actually got a hold of the father's pew pew and you know what I'm saying? And it's like, what, and you know, and now the child's sitting in prison, and it's like, listen, you want to get your babies out of this situation, sis, but you're the brains of the operation. You got to be the one to do it. They don't need to be sitting around and you know it's up to you. And it's time for you to take control back of your life, and that's what Spirit's been showing you. And that's a long time. I understand, to be with somebody since you was 18 and now you're 42. Yeah, you scared to death. But listen, fear don't exist. And don't be scared, because that's the best decision that you're going to make in your life. I promise you, getting away from them. And see, this is the thing. Look, my ear just started ringing. You're going to have to cut your mom and your brother off too. Everybody, you're going to have to go ghost. You know what I'm saying? And go and get away from everybody. And start a whole new life. And it's going to be good for you and your two boys. Y'all are going to be just fine, but you got to be the one to take that leap of faith, okay? Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Because you thought it was normal. Listen, when you got your mom over here in your ear telling you something, that's your mother. You don't want to think that she wants you to stay somewhere where you're being hurt consistently, right? Ooh, my ears ringing. I do. I feel like they can be. Mm-hmm. That's it. Yeah. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, once you get away from him and you'll be able to cleanse that energy out, you'll be in a better headspace. And a lot of things will cleanse out for you and clear out, and then your path will open up for you. But this is a big step that you're fixing to have to take. And sis, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna tell you something. It's not gonna be easy. Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's gonna be one of the biggest steps of your life that you take. And I need you to embrace yourself um the best way that you know how. Okay. And I'm always live, comment on my videos, reach out to me in my email. I'm like, listen, we're here for you. We know how it is, especially when you've been stuck in that box for so long. Uh-huh. But yeah, just know that there are so many women like yourself that gathered the courage, okay, even myself. And I had to understand, in order for me to go, I had to understand that, listen, I got to thank for not only me, but all my babies. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And for so long, it's like the programming, right? You don't know anything else. And then you got this huge influence with a mother over here, and it's like that's not good. Cause let me tell you something. Somebody truly loves you ain't gonna encourage you to stay in a situation that they know that's hurting you or harming you. They're not gonna encourage you to stay. One day y'all's kids are gonna get it, and whenever they come back around, they're gonna see the full picture. And it's sad that so many mothers had to save their self and you lost your kids along the way. But y'all, I promise you, you're hey, they gonna figure it out. Listen now, they gonna figure it all out. Cause the mask is gonna slip off. It always does. And and sometimes the betrayal has been so deep, and it's just like, okay, should I trust you? Because you decided to sit at that table, so like, should I be able to trust you? Like, but it's just real sad whenever the family dynamic is like so toxic that it gets like that, and I'm sorry that you guys are had to experience that, because I've been there. I know what it's like. But you know what I done? I just gave it to God, and I said, God, listen, I can't fix this, but I know that you can, and I'm just gonna let you have this. And I'm not gonna run myself crazy with it. Mm-hmm. I have heavy faith with that situation. I really do. Um, and it's like, man, mm-hmm. Because it's, what is it called? I don't know why I just heard like survivor's guilt. Like you survived something and it's like you feel guilty because you had to make certain moves. But if you wouldn't have made certain moves, then you wouldn't even be here to tell the story. Does that make sense? Because, like I always tell y'all, don't make somebody, don't let somebody like put you in a space of you can't tell your story because it's because of the part they played in it. They can't switch it up. You know what I'm saying? You're the one that is has went through that, right? And you're the one that's had to go to therapy and trying to heal and trying to release and trying to, and do the work. You know what I'm saying? You're the one that actually lived that, right? Don't let somebody come in and try to be like, oh no, that's not what happened. I'm like, no. At least you're facing it and you're trying to like move on from it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, I'm trying to get my life back. Like, and sometimes people get so stuck and it's like, okay, well, let's get you unstuck, right? Let's get up. Cause can I tell y'all something? When we stay stuck in things like this, y'all know the other parties can still control you, right? Because you're scared to go out, you're scared to go in and live your best life because they got you in so much fear and in this and using these scare tactics that you literally stop living your own life. That's why I was saying earlier, y'all, about somebody literally is like, I can't go get no job because I went through this and I went, and it's like, how does something stop you from going and getting a job and going to work? Do y'all see what I'm saying? Oh, okay. You said this one child in her mid 20s. I don't want to cause confusion. Getting, but okay, this is the thing though. Hey, let me tell you something. At the end of the day, don't you want to know the truth? And don't that child deserve to know the truth as well? See, we be so caught up in what everybody else, however, I don't want to cause no confusion. I don't want to cause this. But was they causing confusion to your pockets while you was taking care of a child that wasn't yours? See what I'm saying? Nobody had a problem with that though. While you were shelling out all that money taking care of a child that possibly wasn't yours, you have the right to know. Don't be worrying about everybody else's feelings because they wasn't worried about your pockets whenever you was coming up out of them. You see how you can flip that around? Shit, listen, okay, I know you don't want to do this, but this is the thing. Can I tell you something? If it's a problem with you wanting to even get a DNA test, you already know there's a question in the back of her mind, the mama's mind, that it's a possibility that child ain't yours. And the fact that here we are, the child's in the mid 20s. Oh, okay. I'd still do it though. So that child can get clarity as well. Because then you got to think, right? That child needs to know about their past history and their family. Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, going through life not knowing who one of your parents are is a struggle because you don't know their family, you don't know their health history, you don't know nothing about your bloodline, you don't know anything. So it is a form of keeping you stuck, and it will keep you in a whole lot of confusion because this it's like being in a one-sided relationship. It's like they have the information, but they don't want to do that. Okay. Hey, you're welcome, babies. You're welcome. And like I said, Lisa, my email is down there in the description box. If you want to email me, that's fine. Okay. Um, yeah, it will. Gotcha. So you're just now finding out about a third child that she had, and the child's in the 20s. Y'all, when I tell y'all the exposure, listen, I'm gonna have to go smoke the rest of my Newport. Okay, I'll be right back. Just give me a second. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, so family, we're going to cleanse the energy, and I'm about to go and get off here. Okay. I just want to say thank you for everybody coming through. Okay. And y'all have a wonderful rest of the night. Get y'all some rest. Remember, spiritual hygiene is very, very important right now. Okay. You said the adult child is by the step cousin of the younger child. I just met her a couple years ago and was like she looks like the step cousin did. Is there some incest going on in that family? Yeah, Shelby, I got you, baby. I'm gonna be live tomorrow night. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna shoot for like 6:30, maybe 7. I'm Central Time. I'm down south. Okay. All right, guys. Living in such spirit, guys, to the Most High God. I call on Archangel Michael for protection. Anybody seeing anything physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually, please block and blind them. I'm gonna close this out here. And please place a hedge of protection over my collective and everybody in the chat tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the Most High God. All right, guys. All right, yes, your girl got to go take a spiritual shower herself, okay, and get some food. And I will see y'all tomorrow, okay? I love y'all. Thank you so much for the love and the support. Y'all don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so whenever I do post messages, you'll be able to see them pop up, okay? I love y'all.